How to attract your soulmate. Sa video na to, yan ang pag-uusapan natin. How do you actually create that reality kung saan nakita mo at nandito at nakakasama mo ang soulmate mo? Now, soulmate is different to a fling or to a fleeting relationship, no? Soulmate has its own flavor. Soulmate has its own taste, aroma. No, I'm speaking in metaphors here because it makes more sense that way when we're talking about soulmate. Now, enable for you to attract your soulmate, you have to understand two things, and that is the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Now, hindi ito lalaki at babae, hindi ito gender. When I say divine feminine and divine masculine, you can see this everywhere. Makikita mo to sa mga birds, sa mga animals. There's always a feminine and a masculine, okay? We're not talking about genders. Now, both of these two are energy, okay? It's energy. It's not just gender. It's not just written on the paper. It's energy. My question for you is, what are you embodying right now? Before you can answer that, we have to ask, ano bang ibig sabihin ng divine feminine? Okay? So, I will speak in metaphors again. Divine feminine is like a soil and its goal is to nourish. Yung goal niya is to make things beautiful. Yung goal niya is to bring forth things into reality. 'Di ba? Kaya nga ang nanganganak is yung feminine, yung woman, right? So, soil being the feminine, that's one example. That's one way of understanding divine feminine. Or you can also see it from human being, from a woman, okay? You see a woman, yung hindi maaalis sa kanya is yung kakayahan niyang mag-produce ng baby, right? Kahit anong gawin ng lalaki doon, hindi kaya makipagkompetensya ng lalaki sa kakayahang magdala ng bata ng isang babae. You cannot compete in that league, 'di ba? Kahit lalaki ka. You see, yun yung divine feminine. And I will say, now I might be canceled in this, but I will say this, that the divine feminine is collapsing in this society right now. And I don't blame the divine feminine. I don't blame the divine feminine. I see it as a work that both divine feminine and the divine masculine must master. Kasi kaya nagkakaroon ng collapse ng divine feminine, kaya nakakarinig ka ng mga strong independent woman ngayon, is because this strong independent woman na nakikita mo was once betrayed. Okay? They were once betrayed in their life. And if you are betrayed, you know kung gaano kahirap magtiwala ulit, tama? It will be so hard. Now, why are we betraying the woman? Why are we betraying each other? Because it has been ingrained by our minds to expect that every relationship will turn into betrayal because of the movie na napapanood natin, mga telenovela na napapanood natin, hindi ba? So, we have been conditioned to think that relationship will always go downward spiral. My relationship with my wife doesn't work that way. My relationship with my wife works upward spiral. Mas tumatagal, mas lumalakas. And that is what you can get if you have balanced the divine feminine and the divine masculine in your relationship. For the true union to happen, meron dapat isang taong nakapag-master ng divine masculine at isang taong nakapag-master ng divine feminine at dun lang magkakaroon ng true union. Okay? So, the divine feminine is that who nourish, who bring forth. What is the divine masculine naman? The divine masculine is that who provides providence. The divine masculine is that who provides guidance, structure. Diba? If a world is facilitated by only the divine masculine, puro tayo buildings and structures na matataas. There's no aesthetic at all. If the divine feminine ruled the world, just by herself, puro tayo makakita ng flowers, walang structure everywhere. Okay? Flowers, beauty, ganda. You get what I'm saying? Okay? So, enable for a true union to happen, one must master each. Okay? And the moment na nag-unite na, ito na yung union nila. Okay? The moment na nag-unite na, itong divine feminine, ang ma-expect niya sa buhay niya is there will be no fear. For the divine feminine, what they value the most is makikita ko ba yung feeling of security sa divine masculine ko? Makikita ko ba yung feeling na hindi ko na kailangan mag-isip, yung feeling na kaya ko lang i-turn off yung mind ko and maniwala sa leadership niya? For women, for the divine feminine, that's the ultimate goal, to completely surrender. Now, if you are surrendering, if the divine feminine is surrendering to the divine masculine, it doesn't stop here. The divine masculine must surrender to something, someone higher than yourself. And that's why there's such thing as mastering your inner world. Diba? Or what we can also say, spirituality. Diba? The divine masculine must submit to a form of God. Now, I don't care whatever God is it. It could be a monotheistic God, or it could be a polytheism God, whatever that is. Okay? But you must submit yourself to something as well. Enable for the relationship to work. So, if a woman will feel no fear in a perfect union, a man will feel a sense of power in a perfect union. Okay? Again, the divine feminine desires to be free from fear. The divine masculine desires to obtain power. And we both know that if a divine masculine just live their life ng puro power, masisira yun eventually. Alam din natin na kapag yung divine feminine is walang kayang mapag-surrenderan, masisira din yun later on. So, the question is, how do you find or attract your soulmate? First, step one, choose what you want to embody. If you're a man watching this, do you want to embody divine feminine? Nothing wrong with that. But just truly embody the divine feminine. If you can. Right? Again, sabi ko kaya hindi ko sinasabing divine feminine sa babae to, divine masculine sa lalaki to. No. Because you can be a man and embody divine feminine. It's all up to you. For me, it doesn't work that way, but again, it's all up to you. I'm not here to judge. Right? The point here is, what does it mean to be united with a soul? That's beautiful. Okay? So, choose what you want to embody. Bakit ko pa nasabi to? I can see a lot of women who's trying to manifest a man in their lives. That man who can provide security, stability. Diba? Naghanap sila ng ganun. However, what they're embodying is the divine masculine. They want to progress in their careers. They want to be successful in their business. Again, nothing wrong with that. If you're a woman who wants to go with the path of being successful in the business, go ahead. You are free to do that. Correct. What I'm saying is this. If you want the divine if you want to embody divine masculine in your life, then live your life obtaining power. And the forms of power that we have here is money, status, reputation. Those are powers. And if you increase your power as a divine masculine, you will see that there will be a lot of divine feminine going in your way. Because that's what they love. Okay? For the divine feminine, if you want to embody divine feminine and you want to attract your soulmate, increase beauty. Now, I'm not saying na magpaganda ka lang na parang walang value. You see, beauty has its own intrinsic value. 'Di we love beauty things. Kung hindi natin gusto yung magagandang bagay, why are we buying apples over androids? We want beautiful things. So, as the divine feminine, you increase your power by increasing beauty. This could be a form of self-love and self-confidence, or this could be a form of fulfilling what you truly desire and surrendering to that process. I hope this gives you a sense of structure on how you can actually attract your soulmate. It will never come from the idea of sino yung gusto ko. It will always start with the idea na ano dapat yung i-embody ko. Ano ba yung gusto kong i-embody? Feminine or masculine? Step 2. Dito na tayo for the step 2. Believe. Okay. Step 2 is very simple. Now that you have chosen what you want to embody, you have to believe that whatever you desire is already yours. You have to believe that the man that you're desiring is already yours. Sabi nga, this is a clear instruction on how to pray. When you pray, believe and you should have that. Very clear instruction, step by step. When you pray, believe and you will have it. Now, it will be so hard for you to believe because you have been living your life through vision alone. Nakikita mo lang yung katotohanan sa nakikita mong sa mata mo. Diba? Ano sabi ng Bible dyan? Walk by faith, not by sight. Okay? You claim your heaven within and you believe that. You stick with that. You disregard the 3D senses. Okay? Or the 5 senses. And you walk by faith and never by sight. Step 3, this will be the last one. Step 3 is rest in gratitude. Ito yung lagi kong nakakalimutan. I can believe it, but sometimes I'm getting impatient. When you believe it, and you know when you truly believe it, you have to rest in gratitude. That it's already done. No? Without resting, walang mangyayari. Kasi ang ginagawa mo nun is sinisira mo yung process ng creation. So parang nagtanim ka ng seed sa soil, tapos lagi mong pinapakialaman kung tumutubo na ba. Diba? You have to rest in gratitude. So that's the step 3. And if you want to be practical here, sa lahat ng mga sinabi kong to, like anong next na gagawin ko? Okay. So, in the next 14 days, bago ka matulog, okay? Sa pagpikit mo ng mata mo, natutulog ka. Alam mo yung moment na nagpapatulog ka, yung galaw-galaw ka pa na gano'n, alam mo yan? Bago ka maka-drift into sleep. That moment is very crucial because Neville Goddard, my mentor, sabi niya, that is what you call state akin to sleep. And that is where the conscious mind and the subconscious mind unites. Okay? And the conscious mind, you have to bring the seed to the subconscious mind, which is found in dream. Okay? The natural state of the subconscious mind is dream. The natural state of the conscious mind is this waking state. So you bring that seed and you bring that into your subconscious mind. Parang nakapagtanim ka na ng soil. And then you rest in gratitude. For 7 days, you do that. For the next 14 days, gawin mo yun. And see how you can easily attract your soulmate.